Hi, everyone. Welcome to English with Caitlin, an English listening podcast. Today's episode's title Saving Money. Today, let's talk about money. I think most people will agree that it's very easy to spend money. To spend money means to use money to buy things or pay for something. And let's look at some useful words for today's podcast. First, paycheck, the money you receive when you get paid for your work. And spend money, to use money to buy things. Expenses, things that you must pay for. Rent, money you pay every month to live in a house or an apartment when you don't own it. Debt, money that you owe. You must pay back the money to someone or to the bank. Okay. Every month, every month I wonder where my paycheck goes. Where's my money? Where does my money go? There are always so many things to pay for. These are called monthly expenses. Monthly expenses are the things we pay for every month. Monthly expenses can be rent, electricity, power for lights and appliances, water, internet, and phone bills. These are regular payments that we must make each month. There are also daily expenses. These are the things we buy every day: food, clothes, transportation, like a bus, train, gas for your car, entertainment, like movies, games. Daily expenses can change from day to day, but monthly expenses are usually the same. For most people, monthly expenses can be expensive. Rent alone, only just rent, can take up a big part of your paycheck. And prices for housing seem to keep going up and up every year. That means it can be hard to save money after paying all the bills. Saving money means keeping some money instead of spending it. You can put it in a bank or keep it somewhere safe. But saving money is easier said than done. Easier said than done. This means it is easy to say. Easy to say, ah, I will save money. But it is hard to actually do it. These days, I'm working hard to save money because I want to buy a house in the future. When you buy a house, there are many things to think about: furniture, tables, chairs, beds, electronics, TV, refrigerator, repairs, fixing anything that is broken. It's not just buying a house. I need to save for a lot. When I was in university, I was obsessed with working and saving money. Let me tell you about my experiences with money. Yes, in university, I worked many jobs to pay my bills and also to save money. But later, I had a time in my life when I didn't care about saving money at all. I didn't. During that time, I lived paycheck to paycheck. Paycheck to paycheck, this means I spent all the money I earned each month, and I had nothing left to save. All my money was gone every month. At that time, I believed in the saying, you can't take your money with you to the grave. That means you can't use your money after you die. So maybe you should enjoy it now. Enjoy it while you are living. That's what I believed. Many of my friends had credit card debt, money they owed to the bank. But they seemed happy and free. I wanted to live like them for a while. Me too. I told myself, life is too short. I should do what I want. But after a year of that, I became tired of it. It was stressful to live paycheck to paycheck. I had no savings and I often worried about money. Thankfully, I started saving again. But that experience taught me something important. It's okay to spend money sometimes and enjoy life, but it's also important to save for the future. Now, let's talk about some ways to save money. Saving money. Okay, before we finish, let's talk about some ways I'm trying to save money these days. Maybe some of these can work for you, and if you have any tips on how to save money, please let me know, please. One thing I'm doing is not buying new clothes. I don't often buy new clothes anymore. Instead, I wear clothes that I've had for many years. If I do buy clothes, I usually buy used or second-hand clothes. Second-hand means something that was owned by someone else before, but is still usually in good condition. There are many second-hand clothing stores in my city, and this shirt was second-hand. It's still a really great shirt. Also, I don't follow the newest fashion trends. Trends are popular styles that change quickly. Instead, I try to find high quality clothing pieces that will last for a long, long time. Have you heard of fast fashion? It's a big problem in the world today. Fast fashion refers to cheap, low quality clothing that is produced very quickly to match the newest trends. So it's made very, very quickly, not a good quality. Stores sell these clothes at low prices, so people can buy a lot. Very, very cheap clothes. But because the clothes are not well made, they often fall apart after just a short time. So people have to buy more and more. I will talk about fast fashion in a later episode. Another way to save money is by changing how we give gifts. Hmm. When it's time to buy something for your friends or family, you don't always need to buy something expensive. Instead of spending a lot of money, how about giving your time? You can make something for them or spend time with them doing something together. It means more when you put your time and thought and energy into something. For example, you could buy someone a $50 gift card to a coffee shop. Very easy. Or instead, you could bring them a coffee with a small handwritten note saying something kind. Even though a coffee is much cheaper than a gift card, the time you spend getting it and bringing it to them shows how much you care. These days, I also try not to order too much delivery food. I don't eat out at restaurants very often anymore. Instead, I'm trying to cook at home. I buy vegetables and fruit from local markets near my house. Sometimes I buy a large piece of meat. It costs more at first, but I cut it into small pieces and freeze them. When you freeze something, you put it in the freezer so it stays good for a long time. It becomes frozen. Then, if I need meat for a meal, I just take one piece from the freezer and let it thaw, become unfrozen in the fridge. This helps the meat last much longer and it saves money in the long run. Another thing I'm doing, trying to do to save money, is making my coffee at home. Usually, I buy coffee on the way to work. I go to a coffee shop and get a coffee to go. It's fast and convenient, but it's not a good way to save money. Now I use my coffee pot at home, my coffee maker. A big bag of coffee beans is expensive at first, but over time it saves a lot of money. What about you? What are some other ways to save money? Do you think it's better to save money or to spend it and enjoy life? Maybe a little of both. That is all for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you for the next episode. Bye bye.